Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It's been a long day here, and I'm hoping to make this a short night. Um, Tonight, we're going to talk about the 5 W's and the how of supporting our patients. So, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Devonna Lowry. I am Jacob Lowry's mom, and we have been supporting Jacob since he was 12 years old, and that is going on 12 years now. So we have been on this journey for quite a while. And I kind of want to just be there as a support for you supporters to guide, help, and to glean from what you have and where you've been walking. And because I know that this walk is not going to get shorter for me, it's only going to get longer. This journey is going to continue. And there's going to be things that come up that I don't understand, and that Jacob doesn't understand, and that our family doesn't understand. And we're going to need support from other supporters. So that's why we're here, is to support each other and to give each other tips and recommendations and help each other out. So if you know what the 5 W's are, we've got who, what, when, where, and why. And then we're going to add in how. So let's talk about the who first. So who are we supporting? A lot of times we're supporting a friend, we're supporting a child, we're supporting a parent, we might be supporting a spouse. And depending on who you're supporting is going to depend on how you support them. So I am supporting my son, I'm supporting a child. She's not a child anymore, but supporting my child. And that is different. It's a different support. As someday when he gets married and he has a spouse, there'll be a totally different support for her to fulfill than there is for me. There's a different support for his sister to fulfill than there is for me. So I'm hoping to glean from some of you, because I know that when he does get a spouse, mom's going to go to the back burner, and mom's not going to be that super bond. Right now, Jacob and I have this great bond, and through this journey, and we walk this journey together, and we still will, but I know there'll be somebody else who'll walk this journey with us. And so I know that'll be great, and we'll be going, that'll be a good thing. So things will just change a little bit. So as we go through this process, supporting a spouse, Erica says we are supporting a spouse. So supporting a spouse is different, like I said, than supporting a child. When I supported Jacob, or I'm supporting Jacob, it's about what I see needs to happen. Oh, Jacob, you don't look like you feel good today. I'm going to be mom, and I'm going to tell you what you should do. When I was caretaking or caregiving, we had this conversation last night at a party, the difference in caretaking and caregiving. So I was caregiving. When I was his caregiver, I was his boss. I told him what to do. I told him how to act. I told him, what he should be doing. And now that I'm a support unit, I can suggest, I can recommend, but I'll wait till he gets a wife, and then she can tell him what to do. So those are the who's. The who's of what's supporting. So what are we supporting? There's so many different things we're supporting. We're supporting pain. We're supporting emotional issues, because when you're in pain for so long and you're in so much pain, there's definitely an emotional side to that. We're supporting mental fatigue. We're supporting exhaustion. We're supporting our family member. We're supporting our loved one. We're supporting our friend. And sometimes you have to have some tough love in supporting. But what we're supporting is different ways to ease their symptoms, ease their pain, ease their frustration, ease their anxiety. And so that's kind of what we're supporting. I see we have a few viewers on here. Erica, thank you. Erica says he will always be your bond because you've been through the entire experience. He will always be looking upon you. I know he will, but at some point there will be a woman in his life, and I really, really hope that he looks to her too. So I hope there's a bond there also. I'm going to check out these other pages and see if we've got any comments on the other pages and see if we've got, you know, just some extra insight on what we're supporting. Any of you have ideas or have some input on what we're supporting? Let me know so I can kind of say it here. Jana says, from one mama bear to another, I am supporting my son, John. Good job, Jana. It's a good thing to support our sons, support our daughters, support our kids. So that's kind of the who and the what. Now we talk about when we support. That's a hard one for me. Being a mama bear, like Jana said, I want to support all the time. Today, for instance, I personally didn't think Jacob was having a great day. So when I asked him about it, no, Mom, I'm fine. No, I wanted to support. And when we support is a big one on how we're going to be received. So I can say all I want to, no, Jacob, you're not having a good day. You're having a bad day and you should, whatever, you should go lay down. You should sit down. You should go rest. You should go home. You should eat fruit. You should, whatever I come up with, because I can come up with a lot of different things. I've had Jacob on many different diets. I've had many different supplements. So many different things that I say, hey, let's see if this works. Hey, let's drown you with water and see if this works. I've done it all, and if something else comes up that I think will work, I'll do more. So, you know, what we support, when we support, sometimes our patients don't want our support at that moment. They want to be frustrated. They want to deal with it themselves. And that's that time we got to back off. And it's hard to do, especially as a parent. And Erica's saying that we support every day, no matter what. Yeah, we do. We support every day, no matter what. And every day we have things to support. There's something that happens daily or weekly. As you go through the process longer and longer, then it's not quite daily anymore. And sometimes it's not even weekly, but there's always something to support. So when I say as a mama bear, I support all the time, and Erica says we support no matter what, sometimes we need to be careful about how we're supporting and when we're supporting, and if our patient wants our support at that moment. Because there's sometimes Jacob doesn't. He tells me, I'm good. I don't need anything right now. And I've learned to kind of back off. So, okay, so there's who we support. There's what we support. There's when we support. How about why we support? Well, I think the obvious answer is we support because we love. Whether it's our friend, our family, our husband, our child. Okay, so I'm going to go back a little bit. Jana just commented and said she often gets called helicopter mom. You know, Jana, I think that I've seen helicopter moms. I don't believe I am one. And Jacob just might comment on here and say, yes, you are one, because Jacob just said hello. So I know he's listening. I try not to be a helicopter mom, but there's sometimes we don't really have a choice. Jacob just said, and leaving them alone can be supportive. And that's true. It's hard. It's really hard to leave them alone, especially when you're that mama bear. It is really hard, but sometimes that's what they need. They need to learn how to go through it on their own. But in regards to being the helicopter mom, one of my big issues about being helicopter mom is I don't want to see it reoccur. I don't want to see him have a relapse. So if I see a cold coming on, or if there's people at the job that have a cold, I'm like, don't talk to them. Just stay away. Go away. Like I said, if I see a cold coming on, I start telling him, liquids, Jacob, liquids. Here, take this and take that, and get your vitamin C, and eat your fruits and vegetables. And it's hard to not be a helicopter mom. It's hard to sit and watch your patient, your son, your husband, your wife, your friend in pain. It's hard to watch them exhausted. It's hard to watch them mentally and physically frustrated. So yes, Jacob, leaving them alone can be supportive, unless that was David. David, do you agree? I'm sure you agree with Jacob. But anyway, that's where I go with being a helicopter mom, is just kind of listen to your kid, listen to your husband, your wife, because we can be helicopter moms to our spouses also. So Jana says she agrees with Jacob, but only when necessary. Yeah, that might be a little helicopter mom coming out, that we know what's best. We know when it's best to leave them alone and when it's not. I think Jacob would disagree with us, but that's okay. He's the kid, right? Jana, how old is your son? So I'm going to move on here to why. I covered who, what, when. Now we're going to go to why. And like I said, the obvious answer is because we love them. We don't want to see them hurting. We don't want to see them frustrated or exhausted.